Yeah, we hear, with that, like everybody keep bringing up the second Dustin fight, and then they compare myself to the Gaethje fight with the UFC 300. It's just time, it was just time, we just had more time to get ready for that 300 fight, and with the Dustin second fight, it was just, you get offered something like that, you don't turn it down, I guess it's just like what this belt says, anybody, anywhere, anytime. That's just what it is. When it did ring, I was like, oh wow, cool. It's an honor. It's an honor to fight a future Hall of Famer for sure. Again, for a third time. Only thing on my mind is not trying to go freaking 0-2 in trilogies. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's an honor to share the octagon and with him for a third time. He's an animal, but while he's riding off to sunset, I'm still gonna be here. So I gotta stake my claim come Saturday night. It is his last fight, bro. We are in his hometown. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning more towards the way of like Dustin wants to leave with a bang, and even if the bang he's on the bad end of the bang, I think so he's gonna leave it with a bang. So at the end of the day, I'm getting ready for a Dustin Poirier fight times like 20. Like this is, you could look at it the other way, like how you saying, like I'm looking at it like, oh, I can get a title shot. He could be looking at like, this is the fight I want to be remembered for. This might be this is my last fight. This is what I want to get remembered for. So I'm gonna go out there with, guns blazing. So at the end of the day, I think so. It can play two sides of the sword for sure, but we may never know. I guess what I like to say is we have to find out Saturday night, huh? To be honest, bro, when it comes, it's probably just gonna be one of those things where I'm being there after the fight, tell you guys I'm done, I'm over. Thank you for the love, and put my glove down and walk out that octagon. With all this grand gesture and everything, it's cool, it's nice, but knowing me personally, I probably would just tell my wife. What I mean, I wouldn't even tell them actually. I don't think I'll tell anybody. I think so. I'll just bring it upon all of them and just surprise them all, surprise everyone, and just be like, yeah, guys, I'm done, I'm over. F you, F you, F you, you're cool, I'm out. All jokes aside, but I probably keep it a secret. I'll probably keep it a secret, do it, and just in the heat of the moment, man. You don't know how you feel in certain moments, so it'd probably just be something that just I did something after the fight and be like, you know what, I'm over it, and just announce it then and there. And my wife might get caught off guard too. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, like you said, it sucks to be spoiler, but it has to be done. When he's riding into the sunset, like you said, I'm still gonna be here chugging along, trying to get a title shot or trying to win trying to become a double champ and make history. So at the end of the day, I gotta go out there and do my thing. It sucks that it has to be this one. It has to be Dustin's last one, but that's just the way the cards unfold.
Yeah. Can I ask, like, now that you are at lightweight, you look at the lay of the land. Can I ask, did you see Ilia's debut against Charles, and what did you think of that?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, who didn't see that fight? I wasn't able to watch it live because we was training during that time. But after the session, we got to watch it, and I was like, oh damn, it went exactly like how I thought. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that to Charles, and I wouldn't be surprised if Charles somehow won with catching him at a submission or hurting him and then submitting him, right? So at the end of the day, bro, he looked very good. He's doing what he's doing, and it's all respect to him. But I know we got like I said, we have history. I go out there, I do some type of moment. You know how these sports go, and I'm right back in there. But I can't wait. I was ecstatic when they announced that he was fighting for the undisputed title against who he's fighting with. I have history with both men, so I was like, brother, I just gotta go out there, do my job, and hopefully here soon we find out where the lay of the land are looking. We're in a sport when I say we have moments, and we're in it, like people forget, like we're in the entertainment business. This is what it is. That's what fighting is. We're entertainment, and whatever set of seats, that's what UFC is gonna do. When you talk about the rankings and Arman, we have the president talking about how, yeah, Arman's taking a right step of getting a title shot again, which is insane. And then with the Justin Gaethje saying about a title shot, and I'm like, I mean, my last 55 fight, I did what I did, you know, and now I'm here at 55. So it's just weird, man. It's just weird. Just moments, you know. Like I said, if I can go out there, create a moment, you know, create a moment close to 300. Imagine I go out there, I do my thing, and then we have a moment like 300, a 10-second knockout. You know, I'm right back in there in the title shots, the title talk. So at the end of the day, it's entertainment, man. You can't be mad. You can't be mad at anything, man. You want something in here. You gotta open your mouth. You know what is the saying? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. So that's how it goes.
And I don't know if you saw or not. I saw Paddy. You know, he picked you to win this fight. He said, "I think Max is going to win." So I'm not asking you to pay back the favor, but do you give him a shot at beating a guy like Ilia?
Brother, it's MMA. It's mixed martial arts. Anybody can win, you know, and you know, we you know, everybody can say we saw Paddy get cracked, you know what I mean? I mean, I saw myself get cracked a bunch of times, and then when Ilia hit me, you know, we saw what we saw. So at the end of the day, it's just a mixed martial arts, you know. I think Paddy and their team will prepare right for that fight. I think so. They have a game plan, and he's no slouch. You know, a lot of people thought Paddy was like this guy who just talks and run his mouth, and then he got to prove himself against a guy like Chandler, and he's not a wrestler, but he out wrestled a wrestler, which was just pretty crazy to see. So he's super good, you know, and this is mixed martial arts, man. It's just what's going on that day, and whoever can apply their game plan that they've been doing, that you know, you never know.
If for some whatever reason it does go in that fifth round, are you willing to do that, like that moment? Because you said this is about moments. Is that
For sure,
potential?
100%. And with Dustin, bro, you know, like he's a point down guy too. So I wouldn't be surprised if he started, if he initiated it, you know. So at the end of the day, I mean, you got to. If we get to the 5 seconds, bro, if we get to the fifth round with the 10 seconds left, I think he might beat me to it and might point down first. And you know, for sure, I'm gonna happily accept that any day of the week.